Party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street. We're Jamesville Games. Alright, so today we start a new adventure in a new land. I'm going to play Quest for Glory, So You Want to Be a Hero, the first one. So we're going to an Eastern European-esque fairy tale village called Spielburg, I believe. However, before we get started with that, I would like to wrap up one loose end, or experience one bit of content that I have not yet experienced from my Ultima VI Let's Play. So I'm going to fire up Ultima VI, do that real quick, and then we'll put that to bed, and we'll get started with Quest for Glory, So You Want to Be a Hero. But first, here we go. You see, in Ultima VI, we go to the land of the gargoyles, meet all these gargoyles, their society. I thought this was a good choice on, anyone involved, Warren Spector, Richard Garriott, Origin Systems generally. I think it was a good call on their part that as part of the story's message of tolerance, we did not find out that, the gargoyles are just like us. In fact, we wound up learning that they have their own religion that is also virtue-based. There are no deontologists in the world of Ultima, but it is based on a different set of virtues, and they have a caste system that, some European viewers have said really just kind of sounds like classic aristocratic, feudalist snobbery. And to me, a North American, read like slavery apologism, which is to say that in the Gargoyle Society, the winged ones are the only ones who are considered intelligent enough to direct their own lives, and they hold the wingless to be not intelligent enough to do this, and the wingless therefore must do whatever they are told. There are 2 farmers when you go to Gargoyle Land, and I only met one of them, and I want to meet the other one now, because the one that I met is all down, he's all in for the social system of his society. He believes that the wingless are just, they're kind of crummy and they need us to tell them what to do. And he alludes to another farmer who does not believe that. And I never found that farmer, Farmer Nash. So here we are in Gargoyle Land for the last time. Got to find my way back to their society from whichever shrine I just entered from. It's not a huge map. And then I just want to find Farmer Nash. I want to find out what Farmer Nash has to say. Then I'll bid farewell to this very cool, if ultimately just not as shiny and polished as Ultima V game. So just zipping about here for a moment, because the view window is small and it is hard to find anything. I guess I can go all out with gems at this point. What does it matter? But hold on. Okay. Come on. If I go south here, I just want to see a gargoyle face. Okay. Forget it. Throw down a save so I can use as many gems as I want. There it is. Okay, so restore, so I get my gem back. I did that too much in my actual playthrough, but it doesn't matter now. We gotta go around the mountain to the south, and then I would guess find a way in eastward. So we'll do that. And then we gotta find Farmer Nash, who I know is to the east of Farmer... Hail, British! I know Farmer Nash is to the east of the other farmer, and that's all I know. And also all the gargoyles look the same until you see their portraits. So hopefully it doesn't take too long, since this is the final act of the Avatar on this particular adventure. Is to find out, how does Farmer Krill feel about all this stuff? Okay, so here we are. There's a sacrificial slab, some graves, and then around here somewhere is a farm. So I gotta find the farm. How are you today, British? Okay, so this is the other farmer, I believe. Farmer Krill. And tell me about Farmer Nash again. Well, he's ashamed that Farmer Nash lacks any common sense. He's got an uncontrolled heart and an undirected mind. Control being one of the key principles of the gargoyle virtue system. And so his fields are unproductive, etc. I know that he said to the east. And yet, I remember going to the east and not finding a farmer in a bunch of unproductive fields. But you know what? Gargoyle land. I tried to look at a map, hoping that I'd find a labeled one that just said where this Nash was. I found a map very easily. It was not labeled. It did confirm that Gargoyle land is very small. So I do suspect that I'm going to be okay. Eventually, I'm going to find Farmer Nash. I hope. And I know for a fact that even in the occasions where I popped into Gargoyle land prior, keep gimmicking gems here, prior to knowing that the gargoyles are people too and all that, although I have my suspicions, because that's just who I am as a person. And also, I've played Ultima before. Played Ultima V, played Ultima 4. I did not think this was going to be a story about uncomplicated evil villains who we just had to kill. But I know that during that period where I couldn't speak the gargoyle language, the gargoyles here would attack me on sight, I know I didn't kill any of them. So I haven't accidentally killed Farmer Nash. Very confident about that. Okay, we have a pool of lava. But where could Farmer Nash be? Because we're pretty sure that when Krill spoke to me, he said the Nash was to the east. Is this lava pit an unproductive field? Probably not. And of course the sun goes down. That's not going to help the cause. Can we sleep here and not get attacked by mongbats? Great. I'll stand guard. No food, but that's alright. This is non-canon anyway. We can all starve. Okay. And of course the sun's not up yet. We don't need to conserve torches. Shimino, buddy. Strike of a torch. Of course, the gargoyles aren't going to be out and farming, are they? Or perhaps because of the, their love of control and diligence and such. Maybe that motivates them to actually get out of bed at the crack of dawn to start farming like a proper farmer. No. Could it be as simple as it's all just, this one field is just all the farms and just Nash is on one side of this building? It certainly could turn out to be that simple, which would be funny. No way to know for now. I guess I should have, rather than lighting up a torch to pass the darkness by, I should have just rested more. Sleep a few more hours, team. Again, I'm not playing the game anymore. There's no incentive not to... Wilderness? Ha! There, see, I had to take one step north to be in the wilderness. Sleep for 5 more hours, team. The avatar will stand guard again. Doesn't matter that nobody eats. Boom, we can sleep on command. Stand guard. It's all good. The sun is high in the sky. Okay. I want to believe we're going to find Farmer Nash. In a pinch, I guess I could simply read a transcript, but that's just not the same. Okay. So there's a bunch of regular ones, but this is just Farmer Krill. What if it's just an error and Farmer Nash is to the west? Because there's a lot of symmetry to the Gargoyle Island. So if the other field was over here... No. Almost these trees. Come on. Wait. Yep. This is going to be it, isn't it? Yep. A gargoyle I haven't met. A gaunt, tired-looking gargoyle. Look at him. To be amazed. To greatly admire your nobility, false prophet. To honor my people with your sacrifice. To ask your name, that I may address you as you deserve. Some call me James. I mean everybody, because that's my name. To be honored by your visit, and then I assume it was supposed to add my name to like a data bank and then call that value there, it has not succeeded. So he's not actually going to address me as I should be addressed. But I'll forgive him. What is your name? To be named Nash Arvaslem, or Nash, the leader of the farmers. Wow. The leader of the farmers. So you're the leader. To try to give the wingless ones free rein, but to be forced to guide them in their work. What of the wingless? To be far kinder to the wingless ones than most of my kind. To feel that the wingless ones should not be enslaved simply because they lack our intelligence. Okay, so there seems to be a general agreement that Captain John himself said I was kind of squicked out about this whole social order, but when you get to know them, you understand that the wingless ones are simply not intelligent in that. Is it true? I don't know. But if even the pro wingless guy agrees, perhaps it is true. Perhaps we'll learn more in Ultima 7. I know exactly two things about Ultima 7's plot, and that's that there's a villain, which is kind of neat, I guess, for Ultima after the last 3 games, which all do not have villains, or don't have central villains. Or you could say Ultima 5 has Blackthorn and the Shadow Lords, but the ultimate goal of the game is finding Lord British, not getting to Blackthorn and stabbing him a bunch. So, okay. Yeah, to lead the wingless ones, the worker gargoyles, to tend to these fields, to have little fortune in my harvests. Why? To be forced on occasion to tend the fields myself because of the harshness of the times. To wish my fields were as productive as those of Farmer Krill, my neighbor to the west. Oh! It's not that they get it backwards in the script. It's part of the whole flipping thing, isn't it? Because Gargoyle Land is underneath, like Britannia and Gargoyle Land are like a coin. They're both on two sides of a flat world. They call it down up, so I guess they call it east west. That's fair. Okay, and what about Krill? To be ashamed that Farmer Krill treats his workers so harshly. To be appalled by his lack of concern for their thoughts and feelings. Do you have any thoughts about Balaam? No. Okay, well, alright. I don't know that I learned all that much, but I am glad that I came and I met Farmer Nash. Alright, I was saying, I know 2 things about the plot of Ultima 7, and one of them is that there's a villain called the Guardian. I don't know anything about him, but I know there's a bad guy called the Guardian, and that he's the enemy of the entire remaining Ultima series. And I know that the gargoyles continue to exist that they show up in Ultima 7. So they didn't... Ultima likes to change its past sometimes, or adjust things and kind of, but it's like a rolling ball of moss. So they don't erase things. The gargoyles don't just show up for Ultima 6 and then go away. So perhaps we'll get more insight into, because, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm sold on the idea, it seems to be a sincere thing that the wingless are not as intelligent as the winged. Although, then is it is the fact that Nash's fields are unproductive, is that because, he said it's because of the harshness of the times. It's not, or is it just that? Is the game saying no? Look at the results. It's actually correct. I don't know. Did I say hi, David? Because if I didn't, hello. Who knows? I'm intrigued to learn more because I think it's an interesting idea to have the game revolve around the idea of finding sympathy and understanding and making peace between the gargoyles and the Britannians. But it's not literally they're just like us. It's, in fact, in some ways, they're worse, or they're problematic, which is cool. It doesn't mean that they're bad necessarily. They just they haven't got there yet. Perhaps they will. Who knows? All right. So in the end, I really enjoyed Ultima 6, as I've said many times, but not as much as Ultima 5, and yet still quite a bit. And the writing is a big part of that. Although, the writing in Ultima 5 is great too. But Good work with the NPCs in this game. Good work with the plotting, and the exploration and talking is the money in this game. And from everything I've heard about Ultima 7, I don't think that the combat system is going to make a return to being like a big deal. I think it's going to be like, man, wish I was talking to an NPC instead of fighting these monsters. We'll see. All right, but our real task today is to start Quest for Glory. So let's shut this down. Done. Let me update my category. Shout out to British for long ago now having told me this is a thing I can do while streaming instead of closing the stream and starting again. All right. Updated? Is it updated? Look at it. It's updated. I can even see it over here on my thing. Great. And now, let's dive in. I've played a tiny bit of Quest for Glory before. A very tiny bit. In fact, I can quantify it for you. 1 second. I've played about 53 minutes of Quest for Glory before. I don't know that I don't think I solved a single puzzle. I got some points, but I think that was all like, hey, you talked to the quest-giving NPC that you're encouraged to talk to at the beginning of the game. And I think maybe like I bought something at a store or something. I didn't do much. And I didn't learn anything. And I don't know anything in advance. And now we're going to dive in and find out. Be interesting to see how this goes, because when I was a kid, I did love a good point-and-click adventure game. I don't know that I was ever particularly great at them. The one that stands out in my mind the most is my buddy had King's Quest VI, and I believe we eventually did beat that without a walkthrough. But it took a long time, and involved a lot of excruciating trying of unlikely combinations. Quest for Glory is a Sierra point-and-click adventure, which we should not make illegal copies of, so let's all keep that in mind. We're not only breaking the law, but we'll raise the cost of software for all legitimate users. So we really shouldn't. And then, haha, guess what, suckers? You need the manual to get through the game. Fine, whatever. I have the manual. I paid for this legally. So this is a Sierra point-and-click adventure game, but it is also an RPG. It's a hybrid. You have stats. Your stats actually, there's a lot, or perhaps even all of the puzzles have no one correct solution. So let's watch the introduction. Oh, so maybe this is not a plot scene introduction. Well, let's watch the credits. Oh, we got some sweeping music coming up. Let me see if I can find a level for it. That's probably feeding back. Not too bad, though. Okay, we should be okay. I'll turn it down if need be. Let me know if there are audio issues. So yeah, this is Sierra. I don't think that all Sierra games were produced by husband and wife teams, but the founders of Sierra, the main Sierra people, of course, Ken and Roberta Williams, are out there as a married couple making games. They're working on a game right now together in 2022. Or maybe they finished it and I was just reading an old article. A remake, a VR remake of Colossal Cave Adventure, the text parser game from long ago. Okay, hold on. So, this is just showing off the choices of class. Oh no, but it still wants me to click on them too. I'm in. I'm playing the game. Okay, I'm going to be a fighter this time. What I'm thinking is that I'm going to play as the fighter, and we'll see how all this goes. Because I have a feeling that the fighter is probably the simplest. Because here's the thing. The puzzles don't necessarily have only one solution. And what you can do to overcome those puzzles is contingent on your actual stats and your abilities, which start from what class you chose. Although, as you can see, I could dump. I have 50 points available. I could be like, this guy sucks at everything, but he's for some reason a great magic user. Okay, so can I type my name? Yes. I'll name this guy James so that I don't forget which one's me. And yeah. So my theory is that the fighter is probably the simpler way to play the game. And since I have no idea, it's been a long time since I played a point-and-click adventure game. No idea how I'm going to do this. At least having the option of being like, all right, I can't figure out the secret puzzle on the door, but can I smash it? I'd like to have that option. And then, if I have a lot of fun, I finish the game, and I decide, you know what? Yeah, there's 5 Quest for Lore games. I want to do them all. Where they're import your character from the last game type games. And I think if I'm going to go through the whole series, I want to be a magic user, which would be cooler. So I'll do the game again, knowing all the puzzles, but possibly solving them in different ways. But for now, a fighter. Let's do this. Okay. Strength. I should definitely do something with. But where do I click to? Right click to add points, left click to take them away. So, I should be strong, I believe. So let's do, okay, and they're added in increments of 5. So let's put a few of those in there. Let's have some vitality. Let's have some weapon using skill and some parrying. I'll leave my dodge as it is. I feel like for a fighter, it should be about parrying. I don't, like, maybe at some point I'll wish that I had thief skills. For now, I feel like climbing is a better fit. Is this a well-allocated character? I don't know. But the game is relatively short, from what I understand. We'll see how short it turns out to be when I'm trying to solve the puzzles. But, yeah. Worst case scenario, we just start over and we know the things that we learned. Cool. Let's go. We're on a quest for glory. Alright, so my guy arrives. Makes sense. Seems like a quiet little town. On the porch ahead of you are 2 people. The standing one is large, rather ugly, and playing with a yo-yo. The seated person smoking a pipe looks like he might be the sheriff. Okay. Oops, I've already clicked to move. The man with the pipe greets you. Good. Welcome to our town. You're lucky to have made it down the mountains before the snow blocked the pass again. It's gotten pretty dangerous outside of town, I understand. And then, presumably, I guess they didn't have the animation budget for it, but there's no way that this guy isn't constantly doing that, right? Like, curling up his mustache ends. Many monsters have been trapped around here with the late snow. Between them and the brigands, we certainly could use a hero around here. Well, you're in luck, because I want to be a hero. I am Sheriff Schultz Meisterson. This is Otto von Goon, my assistant. Nice. Good luck in your quest. Am I on a quest? I mean, I know I'm on a quest, but no one's talked to me about it yet. Okay, so I go up here to get my icons. I'm going to assume this brings up a menu. No, it's a help thing. Then I assume this is a menu, and not that they gave an entire action icon to pull lever. Yeah. So let's save. And apparently I had to save. You know what? Burn my ships behind me. And I'll save over this one that I had called opening. Because this is very much the opening of the game. Let's chat to these folks, which I assume is the mouth thing. Hopefully I don't offend the sheriff by kissing him on the mouth. Ask about. Okay. So this is I remember this from playing before. A mildly frustrating thing happens here, but let's go. You should know you came down from there. If I ask him what the mountain. Fair enough. Yeah, there it is. It's that you get dropped back to the main screen and have to click on it again. I guess I was frustrated at the time about that. I don't know why. It's not that inconvenient. This town was named after the barons of Spielburg. It used to be a lively place to be before the brigands came and drove all the business away. I haven't quite figured out what this guy's voice is. And I probably never will, because I'm not a very good voice actor. But once I'm forced out of doing cartoonish Southie and cartoonish Russian. You can find a place to stay at the inn next door. You can learn about jobs available at the guild hall down the street. If you're interested in magic, you should visit the magic shop. There is plenty to do and see here in Spielburg. Okay, go figure. Go to the magic shop if you want to learn about magic. Thank you, sir. Glad I found the sheriff so quickly. It's a nice hot day here in Elvex, so I'm enjoying a cup of iced tea. It's delicious. Tell me about your Baron. Baron Stefan keeps mostly to himself at the castle north of here. We haven't seen him here in town for years. Okay. What of magic? Well, just next to the inn is a small magic shop. The owner, Zara, will let you in if you have some abilities in that area. She's a strange one, alright. Okay. What about the inn? What's that like? Go talk to the innkeeper. He will help you there. Okay, yeah. And what about the guild hall? So I think the reason that it dumps you out of the conversation every time is because this is a remake. The original Quest for Glory, which was called Hero's Quest before it turned out, no, you're not the first people who ever came up with the idea of a game called Hero Quest, resulted in them changing the name. I think that it's an artifact of conversation having formally taken place in the form of individual ask sheriff about blank. The monsters come down from the mountains every winter, but they're usually gone by now. The Baron just doesn't have enough men to handle them. Wolfgang is the one to talk about monsters. He's had a lot of experience with them. Okay. So, I'm not exactly sure how to structure a notes spreadsheet for this game, besides just recording items, but Wolfgang has experience fighting monsters. That seems like a thing worth remembering. Although, again, I don't have to remember the conversation prompts. Who is this Wolfgang? Wolfgang, down at the guild hall, is the one to talk to about monsters. He's had a lot of experience with them. You totally just said that. That was not a very helpful follow-up. Okay. Something else? Something else? You got a brigand problem? There's a whole band of brigands hiding out somewhere in the mountains around us. They robbed a merchant just last week. Got a fair amount of treasure, I hear. Oh, goodness. Who's the merchant? Staying at the inn. Robbed merchant staying at inn. Alright. Well, I mean, I've earned a second point already. So I'm doing good at this conversation. Yeah. Obviously. And what was the treasure? Obtaining treasure involves putting yourself in danger. If you're brave, foolish, or lucky, you might get some treasure. Okay. I think that's enough from the sheriff. Does Otto von Goon have anything to say? I feel like he seems like a simple sort. No response. Okay. Fair enough. Let's look around. There's the inn. That's the sheriff's office. That's the barber shop, but he's out to lunch. Yeah, I'll say. I should. But that's not fair. I don't know this barber. I don't know anything about him. Do we need to use door to enter the inn? Yes. We're in. I wonder. Welcome, traveler, to the Hero's Tale Inn. I am Shamin at your service. May you find what you seek here. Alright, hi Shamin. Nice to meet you. I wonder. Speed. Let's see if we can turn that up a little. Just a little. Just a wee little bit. And back to the game. Okay. Well, let's talk to... Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Shamin? Very good. Food, very good drink. Finest in town. Sit. Rest, and you will be served by Mashim. Okay. Is that all you have to say? No. Now we can talk. So, if I want a room, very nice room. Very soft beds. Finest in town. Only 5 silvers a night. Okay. Very good. Yeah. Good. Served. My friend Abdullah
is recovering from his robbery last week. He should be here around supper time.
Supper time. Okay. Robbery.
Alas, the brigands stole all of Abdullah's wealth, and mine own, when they robbed his caravan. Now I will be forced to stay in this wet, cold land.
Oh, that's a bummer. Tell me about these brigands.
I know little about them, except they must be wealthy now. I hope to return to my homeland with the prophets Abdullah, Shima, and I would make from the caravan. Now, I fear, we will remain here unless someone deals with the brigands and returns our stolen trade items.
So obviously, one thing this town has a problem with is brigands. Another thing is a monster problem. I believe, if I remember correctly, the Duke has his own personalized issue. Or the Baron, or whatever.
A land of golden sands and tall mountains. A city of tall buildings and winding streets. A place where kata can bask in the sun as they sell things in the bazaar. It is our homeland, and a place we long to be.
My understanding is that each of the 5 Quest for Glory games is set in a different kingdom. So I think we're probably going to have an adventure in this Middle Eastern cat kingdom at some point. This Middle Eastern themed, or probably better to say Arabian Nights themed. Cat place. And you said there's a caravan?
In my homeland, a caravan is the only way to travel from city to city.
Oh, yeah. Okay, what else would I... What's your name again?
Shamin.
Yeah. Yeah, forced away from your homeland. It's very sad. Tell me of your kata.
A race of desert dwellers and wanderers of the endless sands.
Are there desert cats? I'm not familiar with a feline desert cat race, a species in the world that we live in.
A land of golden sand and tall mountains, a city of tall buildings and winding streets.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Tell me about your Shima. She's his beloved. She keeps an inn well. She's a great dancer. She doesn't dance here, I guess. Fair enough. Okay. Can I... Well, I can toggle the icon by right-clicking. That's nice. Take a seat at the table. Ooh.
I am Shima.
Oh, wait.
I am Shima. Allow me to serve you, wanderer from afar. Do you wish food and drink?
Yeah, I should probably eat. Right? Do I have any questions to ask? Nah. That's actually a helpful thing for an NPC. An NPC to literally be like, I'm not the NPC with information. That's the one here if you want information. I am a functional merchant NPC. Okay, can we have some food? Newborn lamb. Along with honey chicken for a mere 3 silvers. Coffee is included in the price of the meal. Great. Can I have some? I bet I need to use money on her or something. Wait. Yeah, my money pouch. 4 gold and 10 silver to start. So we should... What else do I have? 5 rations. A broadsword. Armor. And a shield. Do I have to equip this stuff? I guess I don't need to worry about that just yet. Oops. Okay. So in my bag, I would like to take my money pouch. It occurs to me, this is a good time. You want to save frequently in an adventure game. Because what if just giving her the... She's like, oh, wow. I didn't think you would give me 10 gold and all your silver or whatever. Ah, there. I may buy myself a meal. Now, I know that there's a time... Oh, got a point for that. There's a time system in this game. So I'm wondering... I don't know how it works. Like, does it work literally? Is it just in real time? Or does time pass after certain events? I don't know. But I want it to be supper time. So that this Abdullah guy will show up. She's brought that which I ordered. May it please and satisfy me. Well, I hope it does. I hope it does. And there she goes. Okay. And then... so whichever currently active item I've got will appear here. That's good to know. Can't use your broadsword on your broadsword. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'm going to assume for now that it's equipped. I mean, worst case scenario is just that I will die in my first fight because I'm unarmed, and then I will load the save. Food is surprisingly good, and the drink is delicious. Okay. I mean, it's not my thing. I'm a vegetarian, so personally I would not be eating newborn lamb. And then if you're like, we've also killed another animal and added its flesh to the dish. That doesn't make it more appealing to me, but I'm glad that my character is enjoying it. Well, I will say, just like, you know, a family of people from an exotic land, I would expect the food to be delicious. I don't know why I'm surprised. But okay. I eat. Shima comes back. I presume to take the stuff.
Permit me to clear the table for you. Permit me to clear the table for you.
Yes. You are permitted. Alright. So this did not result in this Abdullah fellow showing up. So that's a shame. But we'll stop back here and there. Okay. Better explore Spielburg and get a sense of the lay of the land. So what's to the west here? The next screen over. Well, here's our guild hall. Obviously want to go in there. Okay, what are all these things? Judging from what the sign says, yeah, it's the guild hall. I don't need this attitude. There's the magic shop. The eye seems to be watching me. Oh, that's a very simple trick. You just have to put the pupil right in the center. That's not magic. She's the only sane person here because she's not off her rocker. Heh. Good one. She's asleep. Does not want to speak to me? Fine. I'll go to the guild hall then. You enter the Adventurers Guild Hall. Well, who's in here? The Adventurers Guild Hall reminds you of the one in your hometown. The traditional moose head and the other stuffed monsters, Saurus, Troll, Griffin, Dragon, Cheetor, and the terrible Antwerp, adorn the walls. You see a registration book on the table, and the bulletin board full of job listings. The man seated near the window must be the guildmaster. He is snoring. Let's look at these, let's take a look at some of these cool heads. That's certainly a weird one. Never seen anything like it. The plaque reads, Antwerp, slain by 2 guys from Andromeda. Okay. Like a panther's, but with a strong human-like quality. It's still frightening. It's a Cheetor. Slain by Wolfgang Abenteuer. Even in death, this monster remains awesome. A dragon slain by the Baron himself. Baron von Spielburg. Particularly nasty troll. Slain by Wolfgang. Crossbreed of eagle and lion could have torn a man alive. Apart when it was alive. A griffin. Slain by Wolfgang. This is just a moose. Courtesy of Sierra Online Prop Department. You never saw a purple Saurus before you came to Spielburg, but it looks like a really stupid monster. Is that a Barney joke? I don't know. Whoops. Not what I meant to click. Just saving now and then. Because you never know when you might accidentally die. Okay. So, I guess I'll start by seeing if I can talk to The guildmaster. Oh, hard of hearing. Get closer. Excuse me, pal. He's asleep. Ah! I was so busy I didn't notice you come in. Welcome, welcome. It is so seldom that we have new adventurers here. Most people think this valley is cursed. Cursed? My goodness. It was just yesterday that I drew my sword and started out. Was that the day before? No, then last week. Fight. What was I talking about? Alright, so this is the guild hall, sir. This is where an adventurer can find out who. I don't think we're going to do... This is where an adventurer can find out who needs someone brave and courageous. There are many jobs on the bulletin board over there. It is also a good place to talk about adventures on a cold afternoon. We used to play cards here once a week as well, but there are too few adventurers in Spielburg anymore. They all died from monsters or brigands, or they just got too old. Yikes. Nobody else? Did I ever tell you about the... No, you didn't. We just met, sir. About the time when Schultz and I rid this valley of Antwerps? Tja, we were real adventurers then, and this was a real guild hall. Now we are just old men, and this is just a place to tell old stories. Oh, buddy. You can see some of the types of monsters that live around here, if you look at our walls. There are trolls, griffins, cheetahs, mantrays, and goblins wandering in the woods. Just wandering around. I hear there are even some ogres and Saurus Rexes back in this valley. There was a time when Schultz and I had gotten rid of most of the monsters around here, but we are just too old for that now. Sad stuff. I can ask him about each type of monster. Lots of dialogue. Trolls are very tough. Fortunately, they only come out at night. The woods are very dangerous at night. I'll make a note of that. The Saurus is an easy monster. Is a monster easy to avoid and easy to kill for a skilled adventurer. Okay. Ogres are a lot like goons, but even meaner. Not as bright though. Okay. Goblins are not tough, but when they gang up, they can take out an unwary adventurer. Cheetahs are ferocious creatures that charge out of nowhere and try to tear you to shreds. Sometimes they succeed. I guess they only gotta succeed once. Mantrays. Those weird things are magical. They are best avoided. Fair? Saurus Rex. Don't mistake those things for Sauruses. When they come at you, it is sometimes best to just run away. Fair. Okay. So, good to know. What of that bulletin board? Over on the wall there is where the jobs are posted for adventurers. Some have been there a long time now. There just aren't too many good adventurers around here lately. Obviously, I'm going to want to do some of those jobs. Gain experience. What kind of rewards? You need to talk to either the Baron or the healer about that. I'm guessing those are who the two jobs are from. Healer's house just north of the town gate. I guess I'll make a note about that. Oops. Okay. And what of this? The castle is just north of the healer's house. Alright. We're building a geography. Oh, trophies. Schultz and I killed most of the monsters on the walls. Yeah, it says so on the plaques. What else can I ask him about? I mean, I know his name. It still seems polite. I am Wolfgang Abenteuer, the guildmaster of this hall. You're the guildmaster. I am supposed to keep track of all the adventurers and make sure they sign their names in the log. There was a time when I would go out and rescue foolhardy adventurers who got into much trouble, but I don't get out much now. Okay. And there's a curse here? Yeah.
With the Baron losing his son and daughter, Baba Yaga, all the monsters, and now the brigands, it has just been one thing after another.
Okay, we got a lot of problems here. The Baron's children are both missing. Baba Yaga, who I'm going to go on a limb and say is a witch who lives in a hut with chicken feet, is on the loose. There's brigands. My goodness, this town does need a hero. Baron von Spielburg was once a brave protector of our valley. We used to adventure together when I was younger. No brigand or monster would dare show his face here if the Baron had not angered Baba Yaga. Now it is said he goes nowhere and sees no one. Well, that's rough. What happened to his son? Now, there was a hero, and worthy of the name Barnard von Spielburg. He rode off to hunt one morning, 5 years ago, and his horse returned with large claw marks on it. No sign of Barnard's body was ever found. Yikes. What about the daughter? Elsa was a beautiful 8-year-old child with blonde hair and sky blue eyes. She was her father, the Baron's joy. 10 years ago, she was carried off by something which flew over the wall and away with her. The search for her lasted many years, but at last everyone gave up except the Baron's jester Yorick. Alas, Yorick. Can't let it go. Yorick was a funny little man, but brave. He swore he would spend his life searching for the Baron's Ilsa. She is the center of our problems, I think. Baba Yaga is a powerful ogre. Baron von Spielberg tried to force her to leave this valley, but she cursed him. Now, the Baron has lost everything but his land, and I don't know how long he will keep that. What our valley needs is a hero. Capital H. Serious need for a hero here. How badly, sir, do you need a hero? A real hero is someone who didn't start out strong or powerful, but uses his courage and brains and skills to become the best he can be by leveling up. And you have brigands. There is a reward for anyone who can stop the brigands by capturing or killing the leaders of the brigands. You should read the bulletin board for more information. Okay. My goodness. Tell me about Spielburg. Spielburg town is small now that most people have been driven off by the brigands. It's such a pretty place too, with the mountains, forests, and waterfalls. Oh, I can ask him about... The mountains surrounding this valley are very high. Snow covers the tops all year long. The only way out of the Spielberg Valley is through the pass, though I hear that is blocked by snow again. The forests are full of monsters and strange creatures. There are some nice waterfalls to the southeast of town. They fill Mirror Lake, which is lovely, but icy cold all year round. Ah, he just gave me that one for free when I asked about forests. This town used to be a thriving city before the brigands drove most of the people off. Right, he told me that. Brigands, bad. Ah, my goodness. He'll tell me everything. Magic shop. Doesn't know much about magic. Dry goods. Casper would like to be an adventurer, but he doesn't. Too much dreaming, not enough doing. We got a dreamer, Casper, of the dry goods store. Probably buy rations there. There's a bar. Apparently goon is a whole, profession that you can have here in Spielberg. A goon named Crusher. I guess he's probably the bouncer. What's a goon? Okay. No, goon is not a profession. It's literally like a creature. Interesting. What about the baker? Almost always closed. The baker tries to stay away from his wife. Oof. What about the butcher? Also not open very often. How's the farmer's market doing? The farmer's market is run by the centaurs. Heinrich Pfefferdern, Heinrich Förderfedern. Let's try it again. No, gotta ask you again about the butcher. No, I mean about the farmer's market. Sorry. Farmer's market is run by the centaurs. Heinrich Förderfedern, and his daughter Hilda. Centaurs? There aren't too many centaurs in this land. Heinrich and Hilda are good people. Okay, so it's not centaurs working with Heinrich and Hilde. Heinrich and Hilde are the centaurs. Okay? Okay. Tell me about the Baron. Oh, but the sheriff. Sheriff was once an adventurer too. Good to know. I don't know if conversation progress is really a thing, but it's quite possible to just... Now that I know the things that he said, it doesn't matter that I ever have the conversation. But just in case. 3 and a save. Let's go look at the board. Alright. Opportunities. That big upped our score. We've got 11 points now. Alright. Healer's missing a ring. You know what? I will make a full list. Bulletin board quests. Healer missing a ring. Ah, Baron's daughter kidnapped. Ah. Kill or capture the Brigand Warlock. Is he a Brigand and a Warlock? Or is his name Warlock? I guess we'll find out. Short, ugly, colorful robes. Laughs continually. Inquire at Spielburg Castle Gate. Okay. Very good. Another brigand leader. Or just brigand leader. So there's a brigand leader and a brigand warlock. Okay. Identify brigand leader. ID brigand leader. And capture or kill. Inquire at Spielburg Castle Gates. Okay. Return the Baron's daughter, of course. Just adding that to my list. This one. Spell components needed. Okay. Healer will trade for spell components. Very good. And yeah, find info on Baron's son, Barnard. We'll do our best. Okay, turn away from that. Let's have a gander at the guest book here, or whatever it is. 4 more points. Century was made several years ago. Baronet Barnard von Spielburg killed a troll near the Flying Falls on this 23rd day of October. I'm not familiar with every system of hereditary titles, but I do not believe that a baronet is just the baron's son. In any that I'm familiar with. Anything else important here? Probably not, but let's look around. Blazing fire. Pile of wood. A rotten tapestry that might fall apart at the slightest touch. Ah. It doesn't literally. We're not so... It's not a... Make it fall apart. There's a secret passage right here in the guild hall. 7 points. Armor suit. Cheetor claw marks on it. Yeah. Okay. Guild hall. Explored. We've got some quests. We have things to do. There's this lady just rocking in her sleep. Can I go further to the left? No. That's great. Finding the delimiters of the space is always valuable. This is where we emerged at the start. And this obviously has more town. So I'm assuming this is the way back to the woods.
We can smell apples as we approach the corner. Good day and welcome to Spielburg. Would you like to buy some of my nice fresh fruits and vegetables? Yeah, probably. Let me look around first, my dear. A charming young centaur. Oh, so this is Hilda. She's got the upper torso of a teenager and the body of a filly. Vegetables for sale. It's the dry goods store. What's this? That's their home attached to their place. Great. Let's talk to Hilda. What's your name, dear? Although I do know it. She is Hilda, daughter of Heinrich Ferdeferden, the farmer. He's a farmer? My father is a fine farmer. My father is a fine farmer. Oh yeah, and he's your father too. Is he a good father? We have some land to the north of town. It isn't big, but we grow many things. You should be here during harvest time. Then you would see many fruits and vegetables. Yeah, I bet. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. My mother's been dead for 3 years now. I still miss her. That's natural. Oh, okay. If we stick around, although the structure of the series means we won't. So we're not going to get a date with Hilda the Centaur, which probably helps us avoid some uncomfortable logistical issues. Why couldn't she be the other kind of centaur with the horse part on top? Yeah, so you got a nice market here. This is where I sell things from my father's farm. Yeah, that makes sense. We have many kinds of fresh vegetables for sale today. There are carrots, rutabagas, parsnips, and potatoes right from the ground at 5 for a silver. They are good for you. Very good for you. We also have some apples. Very nice. Oh my goodness. 10 apples for a silver. Cool. Carrots are her favorite. Rutabagas keep well over the winter months. That's true. Parsnip pie. I've never had a parsnip pie, but I can believe it. I've had parsnip dishes where they were, finely roasted and they had a sweetness to them. Turnips are good if you cook them in stews. I'll take your word for it. You have any brigand problems? We have twice robbed my father of his money, and they have tried to steal our food during this winter. This is because we farm outside of town. The brigands would not dare try that in town. The sheriff would stop them fast. Do you ever consider just horse kicking them? Many robbers ran up to father as he trotted back to town. My father tried to fight, but they hurt him badly. Then they ran away to the southwest. Okay. Robbers ran to southwest. Good to know. Good to know. The sheriff is very brave. He told me so himself. Ha! That's excellent. David, that's a fun fact. Okay. Well, it does seem like I should buy apples. No, okay. Even though it's still showing me with the money bag equipped, it was giving me the sword. No, don't. Okay. Use the money. Oh, check mark. There we go. Okay. I am just going to buy some apples. Oh, good. I made sure they're the best. That's good to know. I don't know
I think I just got some points for buying apples. So that's good. Let's go in the store and see if her father's there. Looks like a dry goods store, but it smells like a musty library. The stove feels nice on such a crisp day. Behind the counter and on the shelves, there are a variety of items for sale. The shopkeeper appears to ignore you while he reads a book. Oops. My, you look like an adventurer. We don't see too many around here. The brigands tend to get rid of most adventurers before they make it to town. Yeah, those brigands hadn't meant me. I do try to stock some things adventurers can use. I actually would rather be an adventurer than a shopkeeper, you see. My items are pretty ordinary, though. You probably already have most of them if you've done any adventuring at all. Oh, I'm level 1, buddy. None of the clothes look like they fit. A large, lumpy sack sits by the wall. Yeah, the people in this town don't seem like they're getting up to much playing lately. Mostly just sitting around and mourning the decline of their town. Which is, in itself, contributing to the decline of the town. Oversized shields. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess our whole goal here is to make it so this is a place where people can play again. Got a point just for talking to him. Your name? Why, that's me, Caspar. Hello, Caspar. I always wanted to be an adventurer. I read about them all the time. The book I was just reading is about adventuring. What's the book called? Oh, this book? It's about an adventurer who's trying to become a hero. The title is Quest for Glory. Hero's Death. Oh, dear. You don't say. Unfortunately, I have only standard weapons and equipment. I carry daggers and chain armor. Maybe someday I'll be able to carry magic ones, though. Well, that'll be great. Okay. I don't think I need a dagger. But good to know. What kind of armor do I have? Leather jerkin. Well, chain armor might be good. How much does he want? 500 silvers. All right. Whew. A little rich for my blood, Casper. And I probably need more strength than I even have already. You sell food? You will sell adventuring rations? I've already got some rations right now. What about a flask? Good idea to carry an empty flask or two, in case you want to pick up liquid or something else that needs a container. Air flasks are a great bargain. 2 silvers each? That is a great bargain. Give me a flask and 1 more flask. Thank you, Casper. No points for the flasks, but maybe if we put some stuff in them eventually, we'll be rewarded for it. 20 out of 500 points, which means that I am what? Fifth of a fifth. Done the game. Wait, what's this? A shield. Right, I have a shield. That's great. 4 gold pieces, 2 silver pieces left. So we've broken one of the golds into silvers. 2 empty flasks. We've got 5 rations and 10 little apples. Nice big sword. Doing all right. Any more information we can get out of Casper? Oh, he doesn't want to talk. Okay. What about Hilda? Yeah. He likes Hilda. Alright, that's enough. Thanks, Casper. I'll be back when I have a lot more silver pieces. I'm guessing that 10 silvers make a gold? Given that I've only broken 1 gold piece with the money I've spent so far. Well, can we go in here? Door's locked. Probably not supposed to be smashing that door down. So let's carry on leftwards. Dry goods. And now we have bakery shop, a butcher shop, and a seedy old tavern looking place. And there's someone in this dark spot. And there's an abandoned workshop. Lots of stuff going on here. Which, just like, whenever there's anything and like there's some darkness and looks like there's someone in the darkness and you're playing a Sierra game, just feels like you're being set up for an instant death. So I'm saving, and now let's go in the darkness and see if we're instantly killed. This scrubby place must be an alley. It feels strange here, colder than the rest of the town. Some barrels discarded here. A beggar holds out a bowl towards you.
Alms? Alms for the poor?
What kind of alms were you hoping for, buddy? Silver for the poor, gold for the poor. I'll give you... Okay. It's tough trying to make a living begging in this town since the brigands started scaring all the trade away. This is used to be such a nice place to live. My advice to you is not to take up begging. It just doesn't pay. Don't go out at night. Okay. I got 1 point for that. How much money did I give him? I was hoping for a menu option. 1 silver. That's great. It might have been more than 1 silver, but it wasn't, 2 gold or something, randomly. Oh, now I can ask him things. What's your name, son?
My name is Sam. I've lived here for 5 years now. And I think I'll be heading out once the pass clears of snow. There's supposed to be some good begging towns to the south. Nice talking to you. Elms for the poor. Elms.
What? Heard Samaria is a good place to be. It's by the sea. Think I'll head there after this. Perhaps I will in one of my next 4 adventures, if indeed I do go on them. Brigands are bad. Everyone's bummed about the brigands. Thoughts about the traders? Traders used to stop by on the way south, so they get special cider. Maybe I can actually go to that town if I travel south. Who knows? Like in this game. Tourists used to come for the cider festival. Then the cider industry closed. Definitely no point in continuing to hold. I heard Emlyn got scared of brigands, decided to move away. I still remember the date of his cider. It was so good. It was called Emlyn Entertainment from Spielburg. Fair enough. They worked for that one. Oh, he's had enough talking to me. Unless I give him more alms. Which I won't. Don't drink the dragon's breath. Seems like good advice. Of course, it makes me want to save, go in the tavern, and drink the dragon's breath. The grimy window lets little light into this tavern. It smells like stale ale and other more unpleasant things. The floor is covered with dirt, and the bar with sticky beer. You'd think probably you'd wind up with some dirt on the bar, too, if that's the case. Smoke! And you'd actually think the floors would be sticky with beer. Smoke appears to be rising from the center cask behind the bar. To your right, 2 gamblers are playing cards. The bartender glares at you as you enter, as does the ugly goon on the left. You get the impression you're not welcome. Oh yeah? My money no good here, pal? Bartender's ignoring you. Maybe you better sit down first. Alright. I'm accidentally double-clicking now with my mouse. That sucks. Alright, if I sit down. What do you want? Man, look at that guy's eyes. He's been pulling some all-nighters or something. What's your name, pal? Okay, this guy doesn't want to answer a bunch of questions. What drinks do you serve? The dragon's breath is 25 silver. So, I ordinarily just wouldn't order a drink that expensive. But I want to see what happens. Give me the breath. Cash up front. Cough up the cash. Thanks, buddy. Hey, Crusher. Friend here wants a dragon's breath. It's kind of like a flaming moe. Gotta hit it with that dragon. Never tasted anything like it before.
Oh, wow.
Maybe you really shouldn't have tried the dragon's breath. Better luck next time, and we hope you saved your game. Yeah, talk about a fiery brew. Alright, fair play. I was warned. I did it to myself. Alright, what can we do in the tavern that doesn't involve being insta-deathed? Excuse me, gamblers. What do you think about the butcher shop?
There's not a lot of...
Okay, how am I going to read this? This character isn't even a portrait. What about you? Yeah, so the butcher and the baker just hang out. They're gambling over Go Fish? Oh yeah, that's what. Got any 9, 6, 7s? What's your name? Butch Beefmeister. Silas Sourdough. Okay. That's a whole step beyond, in real life when they had to start assigning family names to commoners. It was like, if you're a skilled craftsman, I'm Jim Baker now. It's a whole other level when your name is Sourdough. That when you have a kid, you're constrained even more. All right. River to the south by the Flying Falls has some good-sized trout. Go fish. What a thing to be playing. The drunken barber at the end is in no shape to talk. I imagine the goon doesn't want to talk. Or does he? Nah, he's ignoring me. Okay. They go on with their game. I'm going to have some other drink in the hopes that that'll get the bartender to talk to me. What do I want? Ale, please. I know that sweat is the name of some kind of drink, but it sounds gross. One well-aged house brew coming up. One well-aged house brew coming up. There you go. Tastes as sour as it smells. Burns your throat as you swallow it. Still, it isn't even the worst beer you've ever drunk. Okay. Will the bartender talk to me about anything now? He don't like his personal affairs discussed. My advice is not to do anything that'll get him upset. Yeah, that's fair. So this is your tavern. The Aces and Eights Tavern, stranger. What's your name? It's a bar. Okay. No, I haven't. He hasn't warmed up to me because I bought a drink. You like this town? All right. Great talking to you, sir. I'll catch you later. Maybe great is going too far. But we survived that trip to the tavern, so throw down a save. Is time passing? I wish I started the game with a watch. Whether there was a sundial somewhere or anything. Can't go into that door because it's locked? That's fair. Can I go in here? Barred and nailed shut. And it might be locked. It's definitely barred and nailed. But the possibility of a lock as well. That's what really makes it a problem. Okay. So, there's another dimension to the town, I guess? Or the healer is slightly outside of town. We're gonna go out. I just saved. I don't need to save that often. Okay. We're going out. If I get in a fight, I kind of know what the controls are. I've got my trusty numpad to execute them. But I don't know what to expect, and I don't know if the CPU cycles are set in a way that will make the battle reasonable. The breeze is cool, but the shiver's deeper than just the cold. Because I'm really on my own now, in a very dangerous place. 23 points. Again, I don't know why I'm doing this, but it's fast, so I guess it doesn't matter. If the healer's to the north, probably up is north. Fingers crossed. Bright smell of, fresh herbs mingles with the aroma of wood smokes. You come to a hut by the side of the road. We've got a bird up here. Or a small flying lizard. At least in rendered form, it just looks like a bird to me. I'm going to gather this is the healer's shop based on the smells and the potions. Knock on the door. The bolt slides open. A voice from inside says, "Come on in. Come on in." The fragrances of herbs mingle with some rather unpleasant odors as you step into the healer's house. Lovely day, isn't it? My, you look very healthy for an adventurer. You must be new. Oh, that's a vote of confidence. What can I do for you? I can sell you healing potions if you like. Also buy spell components if you're interested in gathering some for me. Don't mind me. I always have so much to do around here. Oh no, you zip around. You do your thing. I'm just going to stare at things. See what I think about them. Amelia the healer. She's got a lot of pots. Clean but cluttered little hut. She's busy puttering around. There's a small flying creature. A ladder leads to the loft above. There's a pot over the fire simmering with herbs. It's pleasant and warm in here. It's another winged lizard. A few odds and ends. And some this and that. So, tell me, you're a healer.
Well, my name is Amelia Appleberry, but mostly I'm just known as the healer. I will be happy to sell you some potions. I live here with my pet Pteri.
Probably that P's not supposed to be pronounced. Your pet?
Oh, this is my pet, Pteri, the pterosaur.
Pterosaur.
He has a girlfriend, Teresa, with a nest on the oak outside my door. Pteri keeps me company and listens while I chitter as I work.
Neglecting his girlfriend for this buxom healer lady. So what's a pterosaur?
They're species of flying lizard. I understand they grow quite large in the south.
Is that a south that I'll go to in this game and meet a large one? Or is that like a long run teaser? Who knows?
My ring is shaped in gold like a braid of the herb Etheris with entwined leaves. I don't know how I lost it. Hardly ever take it off.
Okay. Shaped like a braid of herb. And what's the reward?
I will give 6 golds to the person who returns my ring. It was a gift when I graduated from the Cottage of Healing.
Well, of course you want it back then. That's natural. What kind of spell components? Irana's flowers, magic mushrooms, troll beard, cheetor claws. Well, some of those I'm going to get from fights, I can gather.
I will be happy to pay you if you bring me some. I can also buy any empty flasks you have so I can recycle them. Waste not, want not, after all.
I don't think I'm going to sell her my empty flasks. I haven't even used them yet. Trollbeard. Trolls can only be found at night or in caves. Difficult to kill, but she'll give 2 healing potions in exchange for one of their beards. Irana's place, Peace, to the north, has nice flowers that you can use. They have some of the magic of the place even when dried. 5 silvers if I fill a flask with flowers. Okay, where's Irana's Peace? Almost due north of here. It's a very magical area, and she understands it as a place of safety.
It is beautiful all year, for the flowers are always in bloom.
Okay. Due north. Maybe we'll try to do that quest first. Who knows? Cheetor claws? Yeah. So if I kill a cheetor, cut its hands off. Yeah. I need my empty flasks. And mandrake root. Must be pulled from a dead man's grave at midnight. Okay. Well, if I find a grave and the time is right, we'll go for it. We can see Spielburg Castle from the yard outside. The Baron lives there with only his guards for company, so I hear. Oh, that's sad. What do you think of the Baron?
Poor man. He hasn't been the same since his daughter and son were taken from him.
Of course not.
He was just a young dashing man when he left Roloff. He never returned. Oh, the dear child. You can still picture her with her beautiful blonde hair done up in braids. She was so sweet. It's hard to believe she's gone. That's sad. That's sad stuff. But I bet she turns out not to be gone. Those brutes! I'm always having to heal someone they've beaten up and robbed. I hate thieves. Sounds like they're an essential part of your business model, though. Would you believe the farmers almost killed him a while back? This is the farmer. Unfortunately, their leader made them bring Heinrich here before I could heal him. Oh, so the leader is like a Robin Hood type? Good guy? Here, the brigand leader ordering those nasty men to bring poor Heinrich here after they hurt him so. I gave him all a good scolding, you can imagine. Okay. A pleasure to meet you, madam. Oh, by the way, if you happen to find a ring in your adventures, I lost my favorite gold ring. We'll give a reward to the one who returns it. Excellent. I hear it looks like an herb of some sort. At some point I might need multiple saves. I feel like the nature of this game makes it less likely than your typical late 80s, early 90s Sierra adventure to have dead man walking, unwinnable state scenarios, but once I start making important decisions or doing things or time starts passing or anything like that, I want to keep an eye out. Okay, so obviously I can go north to the castle. She also said Irana's Peace, the meadow, was to the north. Is it on the way to the castle? No, it's not. 5 points for talking to the guard. What's your name? My name is Karl. Ich bin Karl. This is the castle of Baron Stefan von Spielburg. What do you do? Oh, playing too much Ultima. I'm asking about a job. Alright, I can literally just do some manual labor, probably make some money. Does not pay much, but good, honest work. And, okay, I'm not going to take the job, but if I need to get into the Baron's castle, that seems to be one way. And probably I do need to get into the Baron's castle at some point. Cleaning up after the horse is a good way to build up your muscles. So, I can get into the Baron's castle, make a small amount of money, pass time, and probably develop my strength. Lord sees no one since the loss of his children. Yeah, it's tough. Loss. 10 years ago, the Baron's daughter Elsa was stolen away by magic. 5 years back, the Baronet Barnard von Spielberg went on a hunt from which he did not return. This was all clearly part of Baba Yaga's curse. Must have been. Elsa von Spielberg was a lovely young child with braided blonde hair and bright blue eyes like her mother, the Baroness, used to have. A large winged creature flew over the castle walls, grabbed Elsa, and vanished before the guards could fire upon it. They searched everywhere for her, but to no avail. Perhaps she was kidnapped. Perhaps the large winged creature was a grown-up version of the Terra whatever pets things that the healer has. Maybe we do have to go to the south in this game. Even the jester Yorick joined the search for her. The Baron sent a troop of guards to storm Baba Yaga's hut, but I think their skulls sit up their fence. Elsa von Spielberg would be about 18 now. Oh, time is definitely passed now. Okay. Obviously, so it's based on actions. I can take a lot more actions, I guess, before it accelerates again. I'm going to assume this is supper time. We want to book it back to the town and see if we can talk to the guy who got the merchant. Abdul, or whatever his name was. Presumably he's the Kata. Baba Yaga has her hut to the northwest. It is a very dangerous place, and many baronial guards have been lost there. Okay. The Baroness died soon after the birth of her daughter. The Baron still mourns her. Yeah. tough to get over that kind of thing. He was a very jolly fool who loved to laugh. He was devoted to Ilsa and swore he would not return until Ilsa was safe. And you never saw him again. The powerful ogress is the cause of all the Baron's misfortune. She is a vile creature who knows much magic. Oh my. Okay. I'm gonna save right now. Because maybe it's too late. Maybe time has actually passed. I can't tell if it's actually getting darker repeatedly throughout that conversation. Uh-oh. It's nighttime now. We've become trapped outside the town at night. That's not great. Trolls and whatnot. And he's gone in for the night. And I've saved. Isn't necessarily the end of the world. But okay. So sometime before the colors started changing, time had passed to supper time, and I missed my chance to talk to this Abdullah. That's a little frustrating, but okay. So is this northwest towards Baba Yaga's hut? What is this way? Common bush. Tiny fruits forming on the trees. 3 pots. Wait for the day when they will hold dirt and flowers. Empty ornamental vases. A tree that hasn't been planted. A small tree. Tiny fruits on the bushes. So due north is supposed to be this meadow, which is also supposed to be a safe place. Is this the way to the meadow? No, this is dark in the woods. Whoa. And a monster appeared, but it didn't attack me. Whoa. And my dude is just like carrying on endlessly north. What's going on here? Why is this... Why am I auto moving so much? That was weird. Okay. I'm thinking that was a brigand. Okay. I'm going to go back the way that brigand was and see if I can get in a fight with a brigand. Oh, I don't want to fight whatever that is. I think that was a cheetor. So the cheetors are not just panther men, they are centaur panthers. That's the or part of cheetor. Alright. My goodness. Okay, let's try going up there again and hoping that something less scary appears. A brigand. Okay, do we just get into a fight by moving towards it? Hostile intent is evident. You prepare for battle. Here we go. Okay, the keys don't work. The key commands don't work. I'm going to have to play with the mouse, I guess. This is not going well so far, team. Oh dear. Alright. And now I'm exhausted. Okay. I died, not because he beat me in the fight, but because I literally died from exhaustion, failing to score a single hit. So that's not optimal. Hold on a second. Can the game explain to me why it claimed that there were numpad controls, but they don't work? Maybe I need the numlock on or off. I'll try that next time. I would certainly rather do this with the numpad than clicking on those buttons. Okay. Well, one thing I know is that this guy's still here while I have my save. So if I just wind up being in desperate, dire straits in all these fights, I always have the option of saying, you know what?
we're going to ask him if we can come in and clean the stables. And maybe that's a thing I can do. But I should try some more fights. Because I gather, like, eventually I'm going to need to learn how to do the fights. Not against a cheetor. We want to learn against, like, a brigand or a goblin. Brigand. Now, hold on, buddy. Can't we just talk this out? We cannot. Just trying to get the parry timing right. Okay. Nope. Okay. I don't know. Is it a CPU speed thing? Am I just not doing well? Is it both? It certainly could be. Alright, this is a good learning opportunity. Oh, I also should have tried the numlock thing. So hold on. Let me... Come on, just give me a brigand. Send a brigand after me. Hey. Or not. Can't go that way. Well, let's head off to the west. Let's just explore these woods then. Definitely don't want to fight whatever that is. Is that a grown pteranodon? I don't know. Huh. We're just not spawning monsters this time around. Where will this take me? Big mysterious woods. That thing looks scary. I don't think I want to fight that. I found a place where spirits frolic during the dark hours. Are they friendly spirits? Huh. Okay. Just wandering utterly aimlessly here. Ghosts all around. Oh, of course. This leads up to here. And the ghost sucked the life out of my body. Okay. We have many deaths to come in the next few minutes, I bet. Come on, send a brigand at me. Wait, hold on. Do you talk? No. Just make animal sounds, which is fair. No monsters? Go to the north. A cheetor. Run. Nope. Yikes. Okay. I know that I can't fight this thing, but I can run by clicking that button in the middle. I escaped. Hooray! And there's a running version of the icon. Can I ever walk again? Oh, come on. No, leave me alone. I don't want to fight you. I just want to fight a brigand. Okay. Fight this thing. Fine. Okay. The numlock thing worked. That's good. I hit the thing. Alright, this is already my best fight ever. But I'm almost exhausted. I have no idea how to get stamina back. It doesn't seem to regenerate. Alright. Killed again, but we're learning. 1 second. Okay. I gotta believe that I'm good enough at video games to eventually win at least one combat in Quest for Glory. That's what I'm choosing to believe. Any brigands? Okay. Oh, a goblin. Okay. In theory, this should be easy. Okay. I don't know that I'd say that was easy. Search your opponent. 3 silver coins. Hooray! Okay. I mean, that was easy, although it was easy. I don't know that I'd say I did well, but I won the fight. So that's something. Am I sure this is empty? Can't do much with it. Can't do much with that. Can I pick flowers off of these? No, I can't. Okay. Not much going on here. Does eating food restore my health? Probably not, since there are healing potions. Can't use an apple on an apple. Do I use it on myself to eat it? Doesn't work. I know that I literally need to eat food in this game to live. Like, there is a hunger system. I don't know. Alright. Alright. I mean, there's nothing to be done but to carry on. Let me see if I can find a brigand. A slightly tougher enemy. The keys are working now. Or maybe I just can't find anything right now. How long are the nights? I don't know. Might as well take this opportunity to explore. What's to the south? More woods. A strange something. What's this? An old archery target. Can I do anything with it? There are too many bushes. Oh, I can't even go over there, can I? I would need to find my way down and around. Let's see if we can. Uh-oh. Gotta fight this thing. Run, brave hero. Flee. Uh-oh. Again. Run. Haha. And up. There we go. Is there anything cool about this archery target? I can feel the holes. Okay, great. Tree covered with fruit. The south wall of Spielburg. Okay. Nothing much going on here. The monsters don't persist, which is nice. A brigand. Probably not going to live through this fight, but let's try it. I find the dodging and the parrying incomprehensible at this moment. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a quick Google. What level... see what the recommended cycle setting is. Because right now the DOSBox is on 10,000 cycles per second by default. And that seems high, but then again, I've mostly played older games. Is there a clear recommendation? Boom, boom. Okay. Bada boom, bada boom. No. CPU cycles. No advice. Should I try? Wait. DOSBox cycles. There's a whole forum thread. Put it in. Put it in. Nope. I get the impression that people that there's no opposition to the standard 10,000 cycles. And I mean, like, nothing else in the game seems wildly out of sync. So I think I'm robbed of that excuse. I don't understand parrying. It might even just be that my parrying skill is too low for my character. I'm going to keep messing around with the battles for a little bit longer here. And then we'll try to see if I can get into the Baron's castle for this stable hand job and enjoy the night safe within the walls. Which I believe getting into the Baron's castle was the very last thing I ever did in my brief and abandoned attempt at the game. Oh, no! Leave me alone, Mr. Cheetor. Don't want any problems with you. It really is, like, even at this stage where I can't handle the fights at all, it's a revelation to have a monster appear on screen and come up at you in a point-and-click game and you don't just get a funny death animation. Or you're not frantically trying to, like, grab your old cheese out of your bag so that you can combine it with a vial of explodo fluid and make exploding cheese, which is the monster's one weakness. We're actually going to use the traditional weakness of a monster, being sword cut to death. A brigand. Ah, but I'd already clicked out. It was too... Oh, he followed me. Alright. The hostile intent of this brigand is evident. I just want to dodge once successfully. Nope. Not a single one. I pressed the dodge button at varying points in that attack animation, and every single one, sometimes it played the dodge animation, but I still just died. I just took every hit. Might just be that I'm no good at dodging. Is that it? It's just that I'm no good at dodging. Okay. Alright. It's my carrying capacity. What? Okay. Pressing escape just brings that up. I'm wondering now, how do I look at my stat screen? Can I look at my stat screen? I assume I can. Let me pop the manual open here. I'm already getting the feeling that my the manual is not going to tell me if there's a key binding to let me look at my character status. Wait, here it is. Left or right? Okay. In addition to the icons in your standard icon bar, you'll notice two different ones. One of them is... Okay, there it is. There's a sub-menu. This gives me a sub-menu. I would not have predicted that. That's how I change my dashing and running. I should learn all of these icons now, because they're not super intuitive. I hope that time one is past time. Oh, it tells me the time. That's even better, actually. Character lets me look at the character sheet. Sleep will make me sleep, sneak, move stealthy, run to run quickly, walk to go back to walking. Okay. Well, in that case, I would like to know what time it is. The night is young on day 1. Okay. And I would like to look at my stats. Dodge. I do have a very low dodge score. And not a very high parry score either. I should probably prioritize trying to get the parry to work and not the dodge. Okay. I will do no more than 3 more fruitless fights before I just try to do something else. 3 more. Try to keep myself honest on that. So here's a question that the game may or may not answer for me. I guess there's no way for it to answer one way, which is that do monsters only spawn like right at the start when you've entered a place, or can they spawn if you mill about long enough? Aha! A goblin. I do love when goblins show up, especially because gotta click to get into the battle. Yeah, goblins are easy. Whoop. Just wait till he goes for his attack and then hit him. Alright, I took that one out without taking any damage. This is my greatest success of all time in this game. 4 silver coins for my troubles. Let's see if I can get back to safety without being eaten by a cheetor. I've done it. That warrants a new save. CPU cycles certainly aren't acting too fast for displaying the names that you type. That seems to be happening, in fact, at a very slow speed. Okay. I mean, morning must fall before I can go anywhere or speak to anyone again. And yet, I shouldn't take a nap outside. Wait. I know that's another thing. I gotta sleep sometimes. Did my character sheet have sleepiness stats? Let me see. I think probably just my stamina, right? I've gained 4 experience points. That's cool. I think because the luck is blue, I've become luckier somehow. So that's good. My weapon use skill did not go up from clumsily beating that goblin to death. Okay, can I take a nap? Can I nap here? Is it safe? How long? I just want to know. So I'll just try a 60-minute rest. I feel better after a 60-minute rest? How much better? All better. Got all my stamina back. Very nice. I'll update my nighttime save. And now let's get back to exploring. So if the fields where that spell component flower can be got are due north, but going literally north obviously took me to the Baron's Castle. Can just going one over and then as north as I can get. Let's see what happens. I think I found this pretty field. It's warm even though we're surrounded by the snows of winter. A large carved stone lies flat on the ground. I feel as though someone gentle is watching over me. I feel like I'm safe here. I do feel safe here. The air is fresh and clean. Numerous perfume-like fragrances accompany this air. Well, this is not our most important or pressing quest, but we can fulfill an objective here by filling a flask with flowers. Do I then have to give away the flask to the healer? I mean, whatever. She'll give me a reward and I can use some of that to buy a new flask. Large stone appears to be ancient and deliberately placed. The marks carved into it look almost like writing. Can I touch the stone? Can't move the stone with any amount of physical effort. Of course not. Trees' blossoms are soft, green, and fragrant. The fruit glows and shimmers in the moonlight. Produces a fragrance like a sun-ripened strawberry. Can I pick the fruit? No need to climb the little tree. I didn't want to climb it. I wanted to get a fruit. The sweet, juicy fruit of the tree is amazingly satisfying and refreshing. And I scored points, so it's not an instant death thing. Nice. Did it change me? No. That's fine. What do these flowers look like? All kinds of flowers cover the meadow. But they're really all just one kind, right? I hope so. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Wait, can I just pick flowers? Yep. Ah, well that was simple enough. So now do I have just one flask? No, still 2 empty flasks. 5 flowers. We'll find out if... Wait. No, why don't I just try this? Can I put the flowers in a flask? No. Okay. Maybe just the flowers are enough for this quest. Let me keep this night save going. We can sleep the night away here if it comes to it. But let me see if I can make it back through the woods. Going south. And then west. And then south. And then south. Excuse me, Mr. Cheetor. And south once more. Wait, uh-oh. And even further south. Okay, I'm home. I did it. What time is it? I'm addicted to checking the time now. Addicted. It's the second time I've looked. Middle of the night on day 1. Very good. Very good. So, I'm actually guessing that fatigue in this game isn't literal sleepiness, where as time goes by, the character just wants to sleep, and that it's actually just about his stamina. But anyways. What's to the west? I mean, I know it's woods. But what if I just head west? And then south. Just picking directions, checking it out. I'll just avoid the dancing skeleton. Oh, right. I've been over here. I've found the place with the ghosts. It's not a good place for me to be hanging out right now. Okay, keep going north. Go east before that pterosaur attacks you. And then south. And then east. And you're back. Okay. Lots of danger out there. Save the game. I don't think the existence of a time limit in this game is a good sign for me and my odds of success. At least on a first run. Star Control 2, you might be aware, gave me some real trouble with its time progression. Wasn't until my 3rd attempt. Oh, okay. I can actually just go east from the healers. That's interesting to know. What if I went east and then south? Just seeing what's around. I would get to just a juncture. And here's a juncture. If I went south from here, I would also be in a juncture. And if I went south from there, I would arrive at a pool. It's the beautiful Spiegelsee, or Mirror Lake. Pause for some peaceful reflection. Ha! Reflection, I get it. All this attitude the game's given me. Well, at some point it might be important to get some of this stuff. What if... No. This thing is not updating properly. It's creating a real risk of me throwing away an item when I meant to do a different thing. Can I get a flask of water? Is there any reason? Does it matter? We've got clear lake water. Who knows? Back to the north. And something's attacking me, and it's a cheetor, and I run, and I flee to the north. Escaping. Great. Take a deep breath and return to walking speed. Okay. Well, this has been a lovely night. Let's kill it though. Nope. I was eaten in my sleep. Oops. Okay, that's fine. Restore the nighttime save. We gotta go back to the safe area. North, and then, whoops. Oh dear. Run. Run from the cheetor. Run to the north. And to the north. And to the north. And then hook to the east. And then run north. And now you can stop running and rest. What time is it now? Middle of the night still. Sleep all night. Come on, buddy. Sleeping comfortably among the fragrant flowers. And I awake as the sun begins to rise. Alright. Well, now we need a different name for the save. Day 2. Okay. Let's go to the healer. Hey, we've accomplished a quest. Things are going great. I like the graphics in this game. They're very painterly. This is actually a remake. Whoops. South again. Is it south again and then east? No. South again and then east? Oh, here I am. Hey, there's a fellow here. The centaur stops raking as you approach. Hello, sir. Are you Heinrich? I'm Heinrich. Ferdefern. I live in town with my daughter Hilda, who sells our produce on Market Street. Oh, I know. I know all about Hilda. Tell me, she's a bright little filly. I'm very proud of her. You should be. She's a swell lady. She wouldn't date me. Oh, whoops. I should have asked him about the harvest. Okay. Whoa, when is the harvest, sir? Okay, good to know. Hey, Stempinski! Here's my guess. You've been lurking. Okay. Tell me about the farm. I can grow enough on this little plot to feed my family and the village. You should see this field during the summer. See, I've been sharpening my puzzle-solving skills with these classic RPGs and adventure games. So I was able to put that one together. Okay. Very good. Couple months. Cherries. Apples won't ripen until fall. Fair enough. He bids me good day. Well, hold on. No, sir. What about the brigands? Okay, the centaurs do know to use horse kickings, but there are too many of them. His right leg was broken. Yikes. But the leader... Okay, so this leader... There's something about him. He had a large helmet. So I know the leader has a large helmet and a cloak. The healer lives just east of here. She is very skilled with potions. No idea what I'm going for with this Spielberg accent. It's not anything. What do you think of centaurs?
We centaurs are a very ancient and proud people. No kidding. Doesn't really know about the Baron. That's fair. Alright. Well, it's good to meet you, sir. And gain a couple of points of knowledge. Alright. Let's go talk to the healer. See if she's happy that I brought her flowers. And then, I don't know. Maybe I should be cleaning out the stables. Get my strength up. Get inside the Baron's castle. Maybe I can get closer to talking to him. Who knows? Well, what can I do for you this time? I was actually wondering if you would like these flowers. Thank you. I always need flasks. Oh, damn it. I gave her my flask instead of the flowers because of the bug where it doesn't update the image all the time. That's frustrating. You want these flowers, though? Alright. She gave me some silvers. I can go buy another flask. And then we'll go to the Barons. Back to Spielburg. And it was over here, right? That the... No. Because this is the magic shop, isn't it? Okay. And the guild hall obviously wasn't the right place. This was an inn. Oh, it's Casper. Casper's Dry Goods. Over here. Getting to know the place. Going in. That's alright, Casper. I was going to get your attention when I needed it. Give me a flask, pal. Excellent. Will it tell me when I'm hungry? How do I know when my guy's hungry? I mean, it's a whole new day. Gotta eat eventually. I got rations. And you know, if my guy just suddenly falls over dead, I'll know what happened. I'll load the save. Well, not a lot of glory so far, Stimpinski, but, I mean, looks like I'm almost a tenth of the way there without really feeling like I've accomplished or achieved anything yet. But I know I've learned some things about what my objectives are. Wait, why did I go back in here? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mrs. Apple Tree. Yeah, but I want to fight eventually after hacking away at many things very poorly. At least goblins are easy, even as level 1, because there's no tactics involved. No. Blind. The goal is to do it. If we get to a point where just like, you know, everyone's just dying, just watching me, you know, it's like week 5 and I'm still just like, I'm going to get this Baron to talk to me. Then bite the bullet. But I try to go in blind and see what I can do. Okay. Tell me about the castle. Because I just want to get back to asking about her job. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I would like to take the job. So, there. He'll raise the gate for me if I click on the thing. And I'm in to the Baron's castle. I don't think that alone is going to get me to the Baron. But here I am. And I guess I should go talk to those guards at the door. Guessing this is the front door. Castle, yeah. Baron's daughter's gone for years, yeah. Your name is Pierre, okay. Barracks are off to the right, but I have no business going there. You got a bald spot? Don't get me mad. He won't talk to me because I commented on his bald spot. No one enters without the Baron's permission. The Baron sees no one. Wait, sorry, I should have asked your name, sir. That was rude of me. Frederick. Frederick and Pierre. You know, probably there won't be a point where I'm, like, quizzed on the names. Alright, I'm not supposed to go to the barracks. So what happens if I go to the barracks? This is the stables. This is clearly the stables and not the barracks. Wait, because he said, I think, he said west, and somehow I heard right? Or something like that? I don't know. Okay. Let's go to the left, then.
I really like this graphical style. It's quite pretty. It it obviously has the Sierra feel in general, but it's got like a painterliness to it, which I like. I've never played or encountered Sierra's Robin Hood game. Alright, so this bold fellow does not want to talk to me. That's fair. Will he let me in the barracks? Probably not. Ah, no answer to the knock. The guards are all asleep. Can I go up here? No. Go away. This is the barracks for the guards. This one or the Robin Hood one or both of them? I probably have no chance without a walkthrough. This might be like, I don't know. I mean, I didn't do a walkthrough for the other 3 games I've done so far on this channel, but yeah. I see the one thing that gives me hope with Quest for Glory is that there are multiple solutions to the puzzles based on so that you can approach them using different classes and different skills, and I'm hoping that binds the puzzles a little more tightly to reality. And I'm hoping that trying to make an RPG adventure game hybrid, it's not Smith the Talking Horse, might also have the salutary effect. You looking for some work? Yes. Yeah, this I would bet. This is like a remake too of Quest for Glory. The original, it was older. It would have had EGA graphics and like a text parser interface instead of a point and click. But I was going to do that one. And I just got to the point where I thought, I don't know. Maybe I should, maybe wrestling with a text parser for an adventure game is a step too far. I don't pay you to rest. Get to work now. All right, back to work. Hustling. Did I do a good job, sir? Okay, come on over here. Stableman hands you some coins, says, now your 5 silvers reach her. Great. You got any helpful information for me, buddy? I don't want any more work right now. We used to have some of the finest horses in the north. Then the Baron still cared about things other than his troubles. Now we just have this one outside and the 2 in here. Oh yeah. Ever since the trouble started, the Baron hasn't been interested in his horses. That would do it, British. Because later on, I think they remade it so that it would be more in the style of the games that came later. But I'm not sure when they made the shift, or if there's any similar deal. Like, I don't know what... If I go to Quest for Glory 2 eventually, I don't know if it's going to be like a whole different thing. This guy doesn't like magic. Thinks I should just wander if I want to find out about stuff. Which is probably good advice. Alright, Baron's not interested in his horses. He's tired of all these questions. But I got more, buddy. The guards. You don't bother the guards, and they don't bother you. Is there any monster issues? He doesn't like monsters. Yeah, that's fair. Did I get stronger or anything? I got smarter, and my vitality went up. Obviously, my stamina went down a bit. I need to rest. Okay. Am I allowed to just sleep here? Let's try. Actually, let's try on a screen where the stable master is not staring at me. Hopefully, Pierre doesn't just come over from over there and kill me in my sleep because I commented on his bald spot. Can I sleep for an hour here? Yeah, it worked. I feel better. I was not slain in my sleep. And I probably have all my stamina back. Yep. Full health, full stamina. Got a little bit smarter and a little bit more hardy. I assume that vitality feeds into my stamina because my max stamina has gone up. And my max HP, I think. So it was worthwhile. Not only did I get 5 silvers, I'm stronger, but I want to see the Baron, and I don't know how. Because they're not going to just let me in. I doubt that there's a new, like, oh, well, anyone who cleans the stables. What about these windows? Nothing specific about the windows. No one's taking care of it. That's sad, but yeah. Let's just exit us back to the stables. Hey, who's this dude? Looks like he's like the captain of the guard or something.
If you are addressing me, sir, you must respect me enough to address me to my face.
Hello, sir. Are you the weapon master?
I am the weapon master, expert swordsman and trainer.
So, what do you like?
The sword is the finest of all weapons. It requires an equal measure of skill and strength.
What kind of skills do you like?
The skills of the sword are thrust, swing, parry, and dodge. Timing of such actions is critical to the success of the fighter.
Yeah.
Practice is the way to refine and improve one's skills.
Can we practice? You want to be friends? No, he doesn't. What else can I ask him about? Oh, those are all just... Okay, what about fighting?
Fighting is both an art and a skill. It is a skill in the use of muscle strength and the agility of control. It is an art in outwitting and outmaneuvering the opponent. I am, of course, the skilled artiste. Do you fight? I am a skilled teacher as well as a skilled fighter. For a mere gold coin, I will be glad to give you some practice and some pointers on how to better your skills. Will you pay for a lesson?
Heck yes, I will. Just want to make sure that I'm paying him with gold and not with, like, an apple or something. What? No. I pay his price and then... And then...
I salute you. En garde!
And the lesson begins. I don't know if I'm learning anything from this lesson. You're forced to admit that the weapon master has gotten the better of you. So that was like almost like a pirate style fencing thing. You didn't murder me though. Good.
Even as we fought, I could detect your skills improving through practice. It was most prudent that you should give in to my superior skill. You have a tendency to overbalance when you dodge a blow. This will adversely affect the timing and effectiveness of your counterattack. Should we meet again, I would not be averse to another go-around. Farewell, friend.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to meet you. Okay, I gotta wait for him to walk back to his standard standing point. Oh no, to leave the screen entirely. Okay, how did that work out for me though? I got stronger, more agile, and a little bit better at dodging, and didn't otherwise improve in any way. Gained some experience, and of course, spent some stamina. I'm going to load again, and I'm going to take this lesson from him once more. Or not. Hold on. Wait, no, because I walked around a bunch before he showed up. Not this much, right? Right? Oh no. Oh no, what have I done? There we go. Okay. Passage of time. Look at this dude showing off. I'll respect him without being reprimanded first.
And I'll just click on all those things. Why not? I certainly will, but tell me, what do you think of brigands? The brigands fight remarkably well for riffraff who have not had the benefit of my training. They are cowards who like to hide behind their shields, but I must admit they do that well. Should you find yourself face to face with one of the brigands, I suggest you mirror their techniques. Use parry or dodge until your opponent lowers his shield to attack, then strike before he can get his spear into attack position. Okay. No, we're gonna practice. We're gonna practice, pal. Actually, let me save right now, because if I get different results from the practice, then I might want to spam it a few times until I actually do good at it. He salutes me. And it's on. And the lesson begins. Okay. Well, you got the better of me. Well, once again, you thought I was getting better? We'll see if I actually was. Say the sword fighting is very similar to Pirate's Gold in the sense that I don't understand what's going on while I'm doing it. This time, I didn't get smarter, but I got more agile. I didn't get better at dodging. I really wore my stamina. I gained less experience. I did get... Huh. I'm going to do one more time and see what result I get. He salutes me. En garde. Here we go. Lesson begins. You get the better of me. I mean, I don't... It's probably not possible... Maybe it is possible to beat the Weapon Master if you're good at the game and if your stats are higher. I don't know. I don't think I'm ever going to beat the Weapon Master, but I can't even seem to, like, drive him back or anything. That's okay. What happened this time? Oh, much less. Okay. Can't settle for that. Try it again. Pay the price, and then he salutes me. En garde. Lesson begins. Okay, you got the better of me once again. But of course. Alright. Yes, you have superior skill. It's very impressive. You're a weapon master. I'm a level nothing nobody. I'm just some scrub. And now, the results. Yeah, that one sucked too. Okay. And we've broken the graphics. Will they come back when I restore? No, they won't. The game is still working. It's just hideous now. Okay. One last try. He got the better of me. I collapse. He commends me for giving up. Which is fair. He says that I was getting better. Come on. Just let me have anything other than just a bit of agility. And then we'll restart here. Okay.
Fine. I'm exhausted. But I got something out of it, so let's save. And now let's restart the game. See if we can have some VGA graphics back. Looks good again. Okay, very good. Well, are things going well? I have no idea. But we're having fun. And I mean, I almost have 1/10 of the points that are available in the game. So that's surely a good sign, right? Oh man, yep. We get it, Sierra. You made this game. Okay. Here we are, back in the place. Game loads up. I'm exhausted, so I should probably sleep for an hour. What time is it, though? Midday. Okay. Sleep for an hour, try to go back to town and talk to that dude. Rest for 60 minutes. Feel better? What's the official game time now? It's still just midday. And I'm off. The gates close once more. I'm outside the Baron's castle again. Feels like there's probably a way to, like... Oh, this fella's new.
What's in it for me? If you give me a silver, I might have a bit of info you can use.
Alright. Have a silver. Have 2.
Okay. What do you want to know?
Well. Who are you?
Just call me Bruno.
Alright, Bruno. What do you know about Baba Yaga?
She's an ugly hag. Lives in a weird house. You know, some magic. Place is due west of the Baron's place. You can't miss it. And for 2 gold, I'll tell you how to get into her hut.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Yeah, I know about the Baron, but thank you. There's monsters here, yeah. Lots of monsters. Most of them are wimps. How about the Antwerp, though?
Ha! Yeah, the Antwerp is a good monster for you to fight. It loves to play.
I don't think he's being serious.
A little pest. There's northwest of the cemetery. Bunch of wimps.
He's some kind of magic user. He laughs a lot.
That's all I know.
Alright. What about the healer?
She's got some good potions.
Alright, that's just north. Alright. Oh, dude. I'm sorry. You're about to get taken advantage of.
Alright, what do you want to know?
I want to know how to get into Baba Yaga's hut.
I seen her one time yelling out at the house. Hut of Brown, now sit down. It's one spooky day, let me tell you.
Is that's your secret of how to get in? What about the Thieves Guild?
Hey, that's it. They hide in the graveyard. It's on one of the tombstones. You can see the thieves. You go there at night.
Thanks, pal.
Now give me back my 2 gold as I jump to the past.
You son of a bitch. I'd feel worse about that if this guy wasn't obviously a jerk and if he didn't not, I guess, is it imitate Baba Yaga's speaking to the host thing? Is the secret of how to get in? Because how is that going to work? Will the hut...
If you want a good time, try the
Dragon's breath at the bar. Yeah, I don't feel bad about using saves coming to rip this guy off at 2 gold. He's trying to kill me. Literally wants me to die. Something happening in town now? On day 2? Nope. Just pausing for a moment before we... Okay. Mid-afternoon. Still not quite supper time. Hey, the score's up to 50 for coming back to town. That's good. Alright. Taking a brief intermission to run to the washroom, folks. And then we'll see if we can kill enough time in Spielburg to meet the merchant who survived a raid in the inn. Be right back. All right, back at her. So, yeah. You know what? I'm going to throw it in a save, and we'll try the... I'm going to go in, see if midday is close enough to supper time. It does not appear to be. Yeah. But hold on, can I just ask you about your pal, the merchant? Yeah, he'll be here around supper time. So, let's try the method of resting repeatedly to kill some time. What time is it now? Mid-afternoon. Too impatient to rest right now. No luck here. I could walk around some. Which I suppose I should. Hey, Bruno. You lousy jerk. Mid-afternoon. Now what's down here? I mean, I've been down here once, but... I guess the idea is in the woods because there's not actually stuff in the, like, just traveling in the woods screens. Roar of the waterfall fills your ears. Cold spray dampens your face as you approach. Is there an obvious door? Yep. The person who lives behind it treasures privacy. It's a large door. Must open pretty wide. Can we... Well, hard to knock on the door from where you're standing. Can I go up there? No. I don't have enough climbing skill yet. Did that failed attempt improve my climbing skill? No, it did not. Although I'm luckier now. Okay. Well, there's a waterfall. At the waterfall, there's a thing. Yeah, I think because there's nothing that you're supposed to find or that happens in these just the exploration grid forest things. I think that's why your dude just powers through. The game's way of telling you, like, nothing matters right now. Doesn't matter what you do here. Don't worry about this. Don't stare at this screen trying to think, how do I get into that log? Or whatever. Okay, yeah, there's the peaceful spring. And then up here is going to be the archery target. Can I find something on it if I look at it in the daytime? No, I can feel the holes. Ugh. Really gross tree, swarming with hornets, and the fruit is already rotted. That's no good. It looks to me like we've had a slight change in the sky color. I'll look at the time in a moment when I've reached. Yeah, stops walking continually when he gets to the place. It's still mid-afternoon. Killing me, game. I arrive in town, I look around again, and it's not supper time yet. Madness. Is my impatience gone? Can I rest again? Probably not. But I'll try. Oh, okay. Sunset approaches. There's our man. Okay. Take a seat at the table. Hey, pal. He's not a kata.
Oh, it is indeed sad and dangerous times we live in, when a man who struggles daily to keep from starving should be robbed of all his earthly possessions.
Those are sad and dangerous times. I agree. Can I buy you a meal, pal?
I am Shima. Allow me to serve you, wanderer from afar. Do you wish food or drink?
Food, actually. Should probably eat. One meal, please. There's no need, because I'm not hungry. Just a drink, please. Caffeine addicts, we're all alike. And now, may I speak more to this guy? Okay. Tell me about the robbery.
2 weeks ago, I was going to be wealthy beyond what you could dream of. I, Abdullah Du, would be the first merchant in the valley this year. But my life was shattered by brigands.
Yikes. What of these brigands?
The band of brigands ambushed us just as we crossed the pass into the valley. There were about 12 brigands, including a huge minotaur.
Yikes.
There was also a leader and some kind of wizard. They first used some sort of magic which blinded us. Then they overwhelmed my 6 guards and my assistants. All my trade goods taken from before me. I am now but a beggar, living off generosity of my friends.
At least you have good friends, right? They had magic?
The wizard threw something at us that caused my eyes to be blinded with tears and my nose to be forced to sneeze. I was helpless.
And there was a minotaur.
The minotaur is a creature with the head of a bull and the body of a man. They are said to be very strong.
Listen, pal, I have a master's degree in literature and I did take some classics courses in my undergrad. I know what a minotaur is. I was just hoping that you might have some information about the minotaur.
The leader was wearing a cloak, so I couldn't see his face. His voice was rather high-pitched, though.
Alright, so this guy's got a cloak, big helmet that obscures his face, in addition to the cloak. Someone else told me about the helmet. And he's got a high-pitched voice, and he's not all bad. Is it the Baronet's son? Or the Baron's son? Oh, she's brought me my order. I am pleased and satisfied. Thank you, Shima. But hopefully, we can still talk to Abdullah Du here. What about the wizard?
The wizard was very short, and he giggled most of the time. I couldn't understand what he was saying. And here I pay good money for men to protect me, and what do they do when I need protection? They run away. Not one man died to defend my treasure. You just can't hire good guards anymore.
Well, you know, maybe their impression of the value of your treasure versus their lives is just different than yours. Although that is the job. You paid them for it.
I had treasures carefully brought from Shapir with me. I even had a magic carpet with me.
Now that rings a bell. I asked you your name. Who are your friends? They both lost a fortune, and they're still caring for him. They're good friends. Tell me about Shima.
She is the finest of cooks, outside of myself, that is. But her fine food is as dust in my mouth, for I'm but a beggar. Your friend's giving you free food and you're like, "Bleh. It's not good enough because I'm not rich." He is the very prince of Katas. Yeah, look at him. He's chilling over there with a fire. Ah, Shapir, beautiful land of golden sands and shining sun, the heart of civilization. Alas, she is plagued with fierce jinn and ifrits, who seek to drive all men and Katas from the land. But I can speak no more of my homeland I shall never see again. Instead, I will die in this cold, forsaken land, bereft of all I love. All he loves, by the way, being his money. I enjoy my beverage. Goes down smoothly. I guess Shima will come out. Take it. Okay, we've got some more information. I will. Go ahead, clear the table, Shima, please. And so you said you're a merchant? And you trade treasures, but they've stolen everything he had. Sounds terrible, dude. Glad it didn't happen to me. You take care. Call this... uh-oh. No, I wanted to just go... Sundown, day 2. Okay. Well... I should investigate things and walk around and just see what's up. What's to the east? A place? I'll just go as far east as I can get. Gets snowy. And this is a dead end. Or so it seems for now. Seems to be a fox north of the road. Oh, it's in trouble. Help me, brave and kind hero. Yeah. I'm helping, buddy. You spring the trap. In exchange for your kindness, I will give you some advice and a bit of information. First of all, it sometimes pays off to be polite even to rude people. As for the amusing tidbit, Baba Yaga put an enchantment on the Baron's daughter some years back. To break the spell, you need to talk to the Dryad. Au revoir, tata for now, be seeing you. Okay. I'm going to record that. To break the spell on the Baron's daughter, talk to the Dryad. Alright. That's good information. It's getting dark. Night will fall soon. Whoa! Cave. Far from the frost field fares forth this fighter. Hunger has hurled me hither from home. My name it is known in the Northlands as Brogi. Barter with blades clash, or bargain with me. So you're Braugi? Braugi I be, to boast of my boldness, strong as the storm that sends forth the snow. Fiercer in fighting than foes in their fury. Fear now this frost giant fighter and flee. Well, hold on, let's keep talking. You're from the Northlands? Yeah, he's told me this stuff. You want a bargain? Find me some fruit for to mellow my mead horn. Gift I will give of a gem that now glows. Jewel from Jotunheim, the flare of the frost flame. Fetch to me fruit that will fill up my fists. Looks like it will take a lot of fruit to fill up those fists. So you're saying not 10 apples?
High point of harvest. Finest of flavor. Apples or oranges. Peaches or pears. It's interesting to me that they clearly wrote the Frost Giant's dialogue to read as verse. And then they didn't go for like hackneyed rhyme. More often, when a video like what springs to mind is Ubisoft released a low budget, like a not AAA RPG called Child of Light. It was a cool little game, except that they tried to write the whole game in poetry, but they only did rhyme without any attention to meter, and the dialogue is so awkward. Works much better to go for rhythm without rhyme. You like mead? Yeah, no kidding. And you have some kind of gem. Good to know. And you're hungry? Like, hold on. Hollow my food horse, for my hunt has been hindered by having to hurry here from my home. It sounds great. I'm genuinely impressed by this. And you like fighting? Okay. I do not want to fight you. I do not think that this is enough fruit for you, but is this any good? Quite a few more apples. Okay. I'll take my leave of you then, Mr. Frost Giant. So there's a Frost Giant to the east and then north. That's cool. Uh-oh. And now we're in the danger zone. Can't go back to town. Let's whatever. Let's just explore. I'm running out of time here, like in life, to be playing right now. So I might as well just gather some data. Yeah, here's that lake. Whoa! Okay. Like a Loch Ness Monster thing? Wait. But is it mean or is it friendly? It's probably mean. It's not going to show up again. Well, that was interesting anyway. I shouldn't have panicked and run. I should have asked him something. So I'm heading southwest now. Will I find brigands? There's a brigand. Am I any better at fighting? Why not find it? Okay, there's the timing. Okay. I'm not gonna win this time, I don't think, but no. Yeah, just going to lose, but I was able to damage him. By itself, that is progress. And it's all thanks to the advice of the combat master dude. Okay. Well, I've lost my points for freeing the fox. I should at least go help the fox again. And to do that, I went all the way east, and then when I came back, there was the fox. Hopefully that happens again. And then I'll save after I do that. Yeah. There's a fox. He needs help. I shall. Spring the trap. Alright. The advice is to be polite even to rude people. And I don't see what's so amusing about this kidnapped girl being under a curse for so many years. But then again, I'm not a weird fox spirit talking fox guy. Alright. Neat. And of course, the frost giant's up there, but meeting him didn't give me anything, and I know I need a ton of fruit. Is the answer just to buy tons of apples? It might be. Town's shut for the night. So I'll just wander a little bit more and see if any... Oh, wait. Let me go back all the way to the south and see if that Loch Ness Monster appears again. It did. Let's take a shot. I'm lost. Could you please direct me to Scotland? So that's not a Loch Ness Monster-esque thing. It's the Loch Ness Monster. Nice. Not ready to fight cheetors. I mean, not even ready to fight brigands. So I'm certainly not ready to fight cheetors. If I just keep going west, I can go further south. Well, I'm curious about this thing. What is it? By golly, it's an Antwerp! On the endangered species list. They're rarely seen. My gut tells me the smart move is to leave it alone. You bravely attack the bouncing beast with your bare hands. Nope. Okay. Interesting. It seems to be bouncing more and more vigorously. Now it's attacking me, but is it hurting me? Yes. Can it wear itself out eventually? Can I use the sword on it? Nope. And it's gone. Neat. But I think I will restore to back before I got myself beat up there. And I'll just skip right ahead to what happens if I... Wait. Do Antwerps like apples? No. But you never know. Okay. So for some reason it plays out the fight animation the first time. Oh, no, it's a specific reason. The gag is that I'm stretching out before I go for the fight. Holy mackerel. Now, if I walk under where it was, does it fall back down and crush me? No. Rocks were left here by a glacier. This way is impassable. The Antwerp has flown the coop. Interesting. Wow. Alright. Let's not mess with the Antwerp. You take care, buddy. It's not just going to attack me for no reason. Hostile intent is evident. From what? A brigand. Oh, come on. I had the timing last time, didn't I? There we go. Oh. I'm just overthinking it. I'm like playing Dark Souls over here, waiting for him to... He's slain. I am near dead from exhaustion. But he's slain. 25 silver coins. Very nice. Probably not wise to... Oh, whatever. Who cares? I'll just call this nighttime day 2. We can have as many save games as we want. Nighttime 2. Alright. And we'll carry on and just see what happens and where we go. I'm guessing you get 1 point the first time you kill any given monster type. And not that you could just eventually max out your points. Get all 500 points in the game by just stabbing a brigand like once a day. Bad feeling about this place because it's the brigand's lair. Now I have an even worse feeling. No response. No response. No response. Alright, fellas. Just gonna back away slowly. That worked. Doesn't feel like it should have, but it did. Great. Okay, well, we know where the brigand's lair is. We know where there's an Antwerp. If we ever learn how to fight, how to kill one, because it's obviously not in the combat engine, then we'll kill it, I guess. Or if we could learn something else about it, I suppose. Large gnarled oak seems to draw your attention. Can I speak to the old tree? You'd better alter your strategy. The trees mostly just beach about their more popular neighbors, or pine fair the fjords. Okay. Fair play. Okay, so this is not a mysterious old talk-to-it tree. I don't want to... I'm made uncomfortable by the thought of climbing it. I can't walk past it. Okay, there's an old oak tree. There's a fairy place. They look like dancing lights, but they feel female to me. Okay. Do they talk? No, they don't. Do they... Ooh, looky, a human. What's it doing here? Yuck. Let's have some fun with it. Humans. Why is it always humans? Go away. You can't play. I think it wants to play with us. Human, do you know how to dance? How do you dance? 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 Will you dance for us? Can you dance? Do you want to dance? Yeah, sure. Then dance for us. Humans can't dance. Let's see you dance. I bet you can't dance. Dance for us. All he wants to do is dance. Let's see you. Dance, dance. And then I dance. Am I going to die of exhaustion because of the fight before? Or alternately, do the fairies make me dance forever no matter what, and then I die? I got points for dancing. Maybe I'm going to score points with these fairies. If I don't die from exhaustion from the dance. Now they're all surrounding me. They're dancing with me, I assume. I hope. Hopefully they're not, biting me or anything. Okay. Ooh, it does know how to dance. Wowie! This is neat. Gee, I didn't think I could do this. Well, I just love it. You love an Antwerp. Do not. Do too. I bow. Wow. And then they all still surround me. Can we talk? That's me. Did I gain anything from the experience? Plenty. Oh, some of this I gained from fighting. Perhaps all of it, actually. Maybe my intelligence went up from the dancing. But my weapon use is a little higher. I gotta learn how to defend myself. The 2 enemies I've managed to beat so far don't require that you defend yourself. to win? Yeah, the rocks sit there in stony silence. Yeah. The trees look healthier. Well, no wonder. It's a, magic place.
He came into our circle. Who invited you here? How rude. You can't come in here. Now you're really going to get it. What an insult. You'll just have to dance. Have to dance. Dance.
Okay. This is the bad dance outcome.
He's no fun. He fell right over.
Okay. You never danced so hard in your entire life, which is now over. Fair play, fairies, I guess. But I should go dance for them in the good way and then not go in their circle. So what was it? Was it just up there? Nope. Had I gone further west? And then north? Yep. Get no response. Ooh, look at you, human, etc. Ah, I'm missing a chance to isolate. Wait, now they're teaching me to dance? Look at me go. It's a different dance. Okay. See, had I looked at this screen before I came here, I'd be able to see what I earned from the fight and what I just earned from talking to them. But I missed that chance. And I can't talk to them directly. Oh, there we go. Okay, I can talk to them. Tell me about this forest. It's their home.
Woods are wonderful. We love trees. We love flowers. We make the trees grow. We rule the whole forest. Don't tell the dryad that.
Is the dryad by any chance the old oak tree?
She protects the forest and everything. She even protects us. You'd better not make her mad. She'll zap you. Her tree is nearby. The dryad is a tree nymph. She's very magical.
That's helpful information, fairies. Are we done talking? Yes, we are. Still, that was helpful. Probably shouldn't try to sleep here. Although now that I've said that, I just saved. What happens if I try to sleep for 60 minutes here? Feel better. They're not offended. Great. So where exactly... Yeah, my cat's all worked up because it's almost SUPPER time. But not yet. Okay, so there's the ant verb. And then where was the dryad tree? I'm just trying to track it down again. I think I'm just heading back to the brigand's lair. Oh, let's try it. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. Finding my way back to the dryad tree from the fairies. Perhaps east and then north and then west? No. Oh, it's you again. Can you dance better now? Sure, I'll dance again. Dance. They're happy. We go through all this dialogue again, but hopefully I can ask them some more questions. There we go. Tell me about the brigands. Okay, they don't care about the brigands.
We are magic. We make rainbows. We dance to make the flowers grow. We sing to make the colors. We're the prettiest things in the world. We just want to have fun. Fairies live in forests. Fairies are great.
Alright, we got some good fairy facts.
Our mushrooms are special. Yeah, they're magical. That's why we dance in rings of mushrooms. You better not come into our ring.
Actually, David, we can trust them on that. Because I went in the ring and they killed me. Alright, they love mushrooms, stay out of the ring. What about fairy dust?
Fairy dust is very magical. Is that why you're here? Why should we give it any dust? Well, it danced for us, didn't it? Well, I say we give it some dust.
That's because you have a crush on it.
Do not.
Dewdrop's in love with a human.
Am not. R2.
Yeah, I was like, David, that doesn't make any sense. But yes, that's the way. Are they going to give me fairy dust?
Make Mikey do it. She'll touch anything. Mikey! All right, but you all owe me.
All right, human. Hold out your hands and close your eyes. You will get a big surprise. You hold out your hand. What else could you do?
No peeking. I think it's cheating. Oh, just give it some dust.
You need a bath anyway. You place the dust carefully away in an empty flask. 8 points. All right. Okay. In classic adventure game fashion, like, I don't think I've accomplished any affirmative thing, and yet I feel like I'm making progress just because I clicked on some stuff and I saw my score go up. And I have fairy dust now. I don't know what fairy dust does.
Kiss a tree for me.
Is that how I can... Ah! Ghosts! Run. Is it west from here where the dryad tree was? Nope. West from here? This is a strange place. What's going on here? Mountains are very steep here. Large, heavy-looking rocks cover the many holes. The meeps must be stronger than they look to lift those rocks so easily. Seems to be an abundant supply of blue and purple meeps. If only they'd stay still for a moment, you'd be able to count them. Is it important to count them? Some of these clearly look green. Do I get a different message if I click the green one? I've never seen more than one green meep at a time. Perhaps there's only one. But there does seem to be an abundant supply of blue and purple meeps. They have a brightly colored, soft-looking fur. Can I talk to them? You hear squeaky muttering from beneath the ground. It seems the meeps are having quite a discussion about you.
Hiya, hiya! Pleased to meet ya!
Hello, Mr. Meep. What's the story of meeps?
We are happy meeps, living in our happy holes. Don't worry, be happy.
You like rocks, too?
We use rocks for doors. They keep us dry and warm in our holes.
You like to live in holes?
We live in tunnels under the ground, you know.
I know now.
Hey, fur is good stuff. Keeps us warm. Mine's the best. It's like green, you know?
So why do you have green fur and the other ones don't?
Oh, you want some green fur?
I think I have some somewhere. You've got lots, yeah. Oh, thank you, I guess. Yeah. You got any feelings about these brigands?
Gee, boss, I don't really know much about that at all. Hey, sorry.
That's okay. What about magic?
I found a scroll lying around in the woods one day. You want it? It's yours. Thank you. Magical runes fade from the paper before your eyes can focus on them. Is that just a thing because I don't have magic ability? What if I try to pick up the fur? Pick up the green fur. Nothing bad happened. I've almost got 1/5 of the points without feeling like I've accomplished a single thing yet. Getting tired. Right, yeah, what's my stamina at? So, you're working on a... I'm going to need some more context, David. I know so little about Halo. Why are the Ultima Online... You're putting the Ultima Online sound effects in? Is that just a thing that you can do when you create your own level? Fill me in. I'm lost. Okay. Yeah, so what's my stamina situation? Low. Let's see if I can... Okay, so... Yeah, I get you. So it's not like a mod for Halo Infinite. It's a comedy video. Or perhaps a very serious one. I don't mean to question your... I'm sorry if I belittled your artistry there by assuming it was funny. Yeah, right. Halo Infinite, that's a fairly recent one. And I don't know if modding is possible on any Halo, even the older ones. Okay, let's find out if I can sleep right here by the meeps. Yep. It felt like a safe bet. Okay, doing a bit better. You know, my health's not full. Neither's my stamina, but I'm alive. I've got 85 points. It'd be rad if I hit 100 points really quick right now and was 1/5 of the way at the end of day one. My telephone rings. Bear with me 1 minute, folks. Uh-oh. This phone call has doomed me. Okay. Bear with me a moment, folks. Brief intermission here. Alright, I'm back at it. Fries will be picked up for me from Popeyes because, I mean, what else am I going to get from Popeyes? Thank you for the ringtone compliment. I can take no credit for it. It's the default on my phone. And my phone sucks too much for me to ever put any effort into customizing it. Maybe I'll get a good phone next time and then try to get a cool ringtone that is really me. For now, I use the default. Okay. Just want to survive the night is my main goal now. A battle has begun against a brigand. Ah. Okay. So that's the key with the brigand. Once you've got him in the position, just stab him a bunch. And my points theory is confirmed here. Okay. Good stuff.
I really, really... No, I don't even want to fight a goblin right now. Oh, did I grow as a hero from that battle? Yeah. I'm better with my sword from rapidly poking the guy with it until he died. I am pretty tired. It would be great for the kid here if I could find my way back. What is this? Baba Yaga's hut. Baba Yaga does not welcome strangers. You have to deal with me before you can enter. Baba Yaga is one tough magic user. If you're so stupid that you want to enter, perhaps we can make a deal. No. Okay, gotta run from this one. Flee! Okay, so... No. It's not in the cards for me today. I died from overwork. Okay. And a separate problem, of course, is that I'm hopelessly lost in the woods. Okay. Let's go east. But also, I think what I've realized is that if you're not paying careful attention to where you are in the woods, I made it to the... Like, I'm closer to the healer and the baron. In fact, I should just go east and hope that I stumble into that place. No, go north. North. Okay, keep going north. What I'm hoping for here is that I am finding my way to the meadow. Am I, though? Yes. I've reached the meadow. I'm safe to sleep here if I want to, which I probably should. But also, it's just about feeding the cats time, and apparently food's coming home for me as well, and I gotta also make some other food because they're just getting me fries. Can't eat fries for supper. I think that's a good spot to stop with Day 1 Quest for Glory. This was fun. And we'll continue to have fun with it. And hopefully, also, save the people of Spielburg. I'll reiterate my prediction. The brigand leader is actually the Baron's son. Could be. Could not be. But I think that between him having a squeaky young voice and being good for some reason, and the Baron's son, of course, missing, and could be. Could be. But alright. This is fun. If you stuck around to the end, thank you. I'm glad you're here. If you came, you left. You can't hear my voice anyway, but I'm still thanking you because I'm glad you stopped by. This week, what's scheduled and what will happen on schedule on Tuesday evening, me and my buddy Greg will play some of the very first beat 'em up games, and even some games that aren't exactly beat 'em ups, but that if you say read a Wikipedia page about beat 'em ups or any other kind of retrospective thing, it would refer to these games as kind of prototypical in the development of the genre. So we're going to do that on Tuesday evening, and then Wednesday I will dive into Chrono Cross proper. At some point also I might fire up Radical Dreamers and try some of those other scenarios, but leaping into Chrono Cross on Wednesday, I am not sure whether or not the gang is going to be available and then whether we're going to get it together for Friday Night Forgotten Circles on Friday evening, but if everyone's available, we're playing Gloomhaven Forgotten Circles expansion on Friday evening. And then next weekend, I'll be back with Starflight on Saturday and more Quest for Glory on Sunday. So awesome. That's where we are. That's where we're going. This was a lot of fun. Hope you had fun too. And until the next time, that we all stumble out of the woods in the same direction and we're on the same screen at the same time. Take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet.